Welcome to the Macy's Live. Oh my goodness, guys, you're tuning in at 10:18 at night. And also, guys, I'll try to answer your questions, the answers you have down below in the comment section. Let's get started, guys. Now, I was going to stream on my Twitch, but I'll probably do that tomorrow, and we can play 2K26. I know there's going to be some really great games coming out in March, so stay tuned for that. And I will be chomping in your ears with some bag of chips and dip with some apple juice. I have my apple juice in a little, in a little, in a little coffee mug. It looks better on screen. Thank you to Netflix for getting more music shows on Netflix. That's really cool. I really enjoy music shows on Netflix. Only criticism I have with Netflix is that can we get 10 episodes instead of six? There's like 6 and 5 episodes, but like can we get more than just that? I think that we're more worthy than that. I'm not worth 10 episodes. That's not very nice. Now, guys, I'm single, chasing an empire, okay? And if you're taking a dating advice for somebody who's single, that is your fault, not mine, okay? I'm not here to throw shade. I'm here to have fun with you guys. I was going to stream on Kick, but if I'm gonna have two apps, I had to get some type of deal going on. Not for me. I'm going to attempt to hopefully make a music album for you guys to hopefully listen to from the Rainbow Bandit. Their album is gonna be called The Rainbow Bandit. Oh fuck. Okay, so my bad. So the band name is Rainbow Bandit, but the album name will be Phoenix. Okay, guys, it's my first time making an album, so hopefully it will go well. You know, I know the Royal Rumble for the men was pretty addictable with Roman Reigns, but I'm excited to see CM Punk and Roman Reigns in the main event. Hopefully, there's no funny business with the main event, and we can have CM Punk and Roman Reigns. Check out my live. Yeah, I just don't want nobody intervening at the main event. You know, and we all know they have history with each other though. Roman Reigns, CM Punk 10 years ago, 10 years later, like it's gonna be a good one. You know, and yes, guys, we need to calm down. Okay, I don't like the artist politically. Does not mean I'm gonna stop listening to their music. Stop it. Am I more conservative than liberal? Of course. But I'm not going to sit here and stop listening to somebody's music over the political views. Do I find some people annoying? Of course. But both sides can be annoying, not just one side. Okay? We want people to realize that. Both sides are bad, but I do pick another side and other side. We just need to calm down. Okay? Not everything's about politics, religion, sexuality, therapy, and disorders. Or pronouns. Some of you guys should be like, I'd be like, oh, what's your name? Oh, my name? Yeah, is your name John? What do you like to do for fun? Because some of you guys think your pronouns, your sexuality, your religion, your politics, and your pronoun is a hobby. That's not no hobby. A hobby is doing art, music, playing video games, going bowling, go to bingo. That is your hobby. We need to separate the two. Some of you all are like more extreme, more money, more extreme, more money. Okay, fair enough. But what if the money dries up? Where are you going? No one's gonna hire you with your crazy ass. Yeah, there are certain people I used to listen to, but they are way too extreme for me. I kicked them to the curb. I would love to become a professional talker. Sit on my ass and talk would be a great idea. Oh yeah, and your favorite outspoken gay. I was gonna say the offensive gay, but there's nothing really offensive about me. I just talk about certain topics I think it's important, and other topics I leave alone. I know there are people in politics that are like well rounded. I am not well rounded. I like to talk about certain topics. I'm not here. I'm here to educate people on LGBT stuff. I'm not here to shove it, but I'm here to educate and talk about it. Right? I know. It always cracks me up when I hear like gays and lesbians. We're like, yeah, I like women or I like men. Who said I like them? I'm just attracted to them. That always cracks me up. That always cracks me up. I know I have a big male following on my social media platforms and also on YouTube too. I know my YouTube channel is doing better with my AI music than other platforms are. They finally ended the clown show. They finally ended the clown show. The show finally ended. Okay, for some reason, they thought that Mercedes Monday. Remind you guys, this is just me going on a gay rant. All right, I go on a gay rant for you guys. You guys tune in anywhere to watch me go on a gay rant. I find it kind of funny. Listen here. So Mercedes Monday, I will be chomping in your ear with chips and dip. Stay tuned for that. I like the white queso. I like the white queso and mild. All right, I got that from Wise's. I hope I don't get copyrighted for this. All right, I gotta put this down. Okay, so Mercedes when they had like what 12 championships. Nobody needs 12 championships. That's overkill. That is literally overkill. That is like overkill. You do not need 12 championships. Okay, okay. You know. Okay. And yes, I know I like to talk spicy I like to talk spicy in my podcast. A lot of LGBT people only talk about the spicy stuff, and I try to balance it out with the spicy things I like to talk about too. There's nothing wrong with talking about the spicy stuff, but you can only talk so much about it. Now I didn't watch Heathen. I did not watch that yet, guys. I know second season is coming. I know a lot of shows only has that word in it. Now there is more of that word, more birds than the bees. That I'm just serious. I feel like 90% of the show is the birds and the bees, and only 10% is the plot line. I think it is. Certain I'm not knocking people. I'm not knocking people. Okay. Mm. Listen. Yeah, so guys, certain straight women they love to fantasize about gay men. Certain straight women like to fantasize about gay men. A lot of these gay men books are behind straight women. Straight women are on behind a computer like this, like that. You know. And don't get me wrong, I'm a writer. Now I'm not an author, but I'm a writer. I had 100. My claim of fame was 100-page book I wrote when I was 16. That's my claim of fame. Now I'm writing a cookbook. Right, I'm writing a cookbook. I'm not saying I won't be back into writing, but I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. You know, I am making AI music. Right, I have my female artist Cameron Parker Jackson, and then for my male artist, who is trans by the way, is Christopher Marshall Jackson. Those are the two AI artists I have right now. And I have an AI band called the Rainbow Bandit. If you guys are going to create a band, AI or not, you need to have a simple name for people to remember. Some of you guys' band names are way too complicated. Let's make it sort of easy and simple. And don't get me wrong, I used to go out of my way. Ooh, ooh. I used to go out of my way and make logos complicated. I used to make logos complicated, and then I realized that you don't need to make logos complicated. Just make logos simple and easy. Like, oh, that's the key. Making logos simple and easy for people to remember. Okay, not everybody has this on their phone. Okay, I'm not saying everybody doesn't have this on their phones, but I do. So hopefully, I can show you what I'm talking about. The Winter Olympics, and the Super Bowl is going to be in February. So it's going to be stacked. Now, don't fill yourself up with all snacks. Make sure you get actual food too. Okay, you see this? Oh no, you can't see that. Okay, never mind. Okay, listen, people. Letting Anthony Davis back on the basketball court is malpractice. It's malpractice. He's getting traded. Okay, but okay, cool. But no, Anthony Davis. I have no beef with the bro. I don't even know the bro. But Anthony Davis keeps on getting injured every time he gets on the basketball court. It's malpractice. It's malpractice. It's malpractice. It's malpractice. We will see our first female president. We will see it. It won't be for in the future. We will see a Republican. We will see a Republican woman be our first female for our female president. I don't think that's my idea. I don't think that the Democrats can get the job done and have the first female president. Okay, now I'm progressive, conservative, or in the middle. Okay, certain things I'm in the middle with. Certain things you can see the bias when I talk. You know. So we were waiting for Lindsey Vaughn's response, right? Lindsey Vaughn is a skiing legend. She did not need any introduction. She's simply her. Some people call it selfish. I say go ahead. Uh-huh. Delicious. So apparently, am I muted? Hold on. Hello? Delicious. So okay, I'm not muted. I thought I was muted. Okay, guys. So apparently, Lindsey Vaughn. What is this? Oh. My bad, my bad. Hold on. Okay, I got the free version. I gotta chill out. Okay, so apparently Lindsey Vaughn is apparently told her she ruptured her ACL. And people are like, Lindsay, you are injured. How about you sit this one out and let somebody else take your spot? And then to be fair, Lindsay qualified. I'm gonna take this computer elsewhere soon, guys. So Lindsay had a qualified for the Olympic spot, though. I want to let people know she qualified for the Olympic spot. She's qualified for the Olympic spot, and now she's here to make a statement. She's like, yeah, I don't need my ACL in the middle. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Masculine people. Masculine people. They're femme people. I'm a masculine person, but I do go on my femme side sometimes. But listen, masculine people, you need to be taking her on a coffee date or at a nice. Some of you guys are overthinking the date. I'll take a woman to a coffee date. Why not? A coffee and some donut. You can't be a donut and some coffee. 'Cause I enjoy my latte. Guys, we're going to soon move to the red seat, not the kitchen table. All right, guys. I'm going to take my snack with me and then my computer after this. So I didn't disappear. I did not make a magic trick. I am the magic show. Give me just a second. All right, that looks a lot better, and my ass was starting to hurt. So here we are. Now here's the catch, guys. I like more lattes, more like a t-shirts. Yeah, more like a t-shirt. I like my coffee more like a t-shirt. And soon, guys, I'll be going to Dunkin' Donuts and getting my coffee, right, in my heart-shaped donuts. So cute. Now, certain people, certain men, I feel like Valentine's Day is more for women than men. Let me explain. Because I feel like women love Valentine's Day. They love it so much, right? But man, it's like, hey, Valentine's Day. Right, so if your man doesn't celebrate Valentine's Day, it does not mean he hates you. It means he loves you, and he just sees it as another holiday on a month. Now, anybody whose birthday, and any February babies whose the birthdays anybody out here, hey, blow up the comments, blow up, blow up the comment section so I can talk to you guys. Anybody want to join the live? Let me know. I try to hook you guys up. I try to hook you guys up the best I can sometimes. You know, some of you, I know, I never went to the Cheesecake Factory. I don't like cheesecake, but I heard the Cheesecake Factory, it is banging. It is. Now here's the catch, guys. Here's the catch. I looked up Shake Shack's menu on my phone, and the Shake Shack menus looks really delicious. It looks really good. It looks tasty to me. I'll take a female to a simple date. Cause some of you guys are, oh, I spent two, three, four, $500. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! Why are you spending? I think $40. $40 is enough to spend on the date. Past that, you need to cut it out. You already talking about you spent 100, 200, $300. Why do you spend $200, $300 on something you don't even know? I don't know you. You don't know me. And guys, make sure you split the bill. Get a separate bill. You might be going on, you might be going out with your friends, and your friend ordering all this food, and you're looking at yourself like, I didn't order all that. You ordered that. So let's say they ordered a short rib, mashed potatoes, gravy, and mixed vegetables, and that's called what, $28? And then you buy something else, more money, more money, more money, and then you're like, whoa, pump the brakes. No, this has actually happened. So it was a bunch of ladies and a bro and a bunch of ladies went to a restaurant. Real story. He only buys $18 worth of food at the restaurant. Right? He buys caviar and a Sprite. So he doesn't understand why the ladies are taking him to the courtroom. Right? 'Cause he only got a Sprite and a caviar, $18. So he's wondering, how do I? And then found out he never separated the bill. He never separated the bill. That's why he was responsible for $1,000 worth of food that he didn't even buy. He never split the bill. He never got his own bill, and that's how he got caught in this hot mess. That's how I got caught in this hot mess. Okay, okay, that's crazy. Yeah, and so I have nothing against Mercedes Monet. Okay, this is not a smear. This is not a shade video. A shade Monet. I don't want you guys thinking this. What I'm thinking is, you should not have 12 championships. Like, you're not the first woman that kicked the ladder underneath you. You're the first woman I admit you kicked the ladder underneath you. There's a difference. hmm I forgot a napkin. I like napkins more, but they put out work. Okay, Mercedes Monet. This is about what you're doing. You know. Okay, Candace Owen. Let's hold on. Don't clutch the pearls yet. Let me talk. So I used to listen to Candace Owen. I used to listen to her. I used to tune into her. Now I do not tune into her anymore. She is just going way too extreme for me. She going way extreme for me. Like, I'm like, girl, what are you doing? Before I came on here, I want to pick out my hair. Soon enough, I'll get a haircut. It's getting that kind of time. You get a haircut, all nice and clean. Haircut. This girl thought it was a flex. It's not no flex. Log off for the night. She's like, well, I didn't use. So basically, she showered. She said, I shower. I didn't use soap in 4 years. In 4 years, she did not use soap in 4 years. Right, in 4 years, she did not use any soap while she's showering. Girl, that's not a flex. Log off. Log off. That is not a flex. That's not a flex. You know what I made today, guys? Because I was being lazy. I want to eat all my vegetables up. I put some vegetables in there, right? Put the vegetables in the crock pot. Put the meat, cut them. For me, I wanted the meat cut in cubes. Cut them up in cubes and stuff. Put them in cubes. Put it in the cubes, and then you know what I did? Then I put it in a crock pot with some like first onion soup mix on top of that. Then some gravy packet like that. And then you know what I like to do? I like to cut up the meat. Boom, 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 boom. Put it in a little sip bag with some oil, some seasoning, and you massage it like this. You massage the bag real good. Then you pop it in the refrigerator for a while and let it rock out. Easy, simple move. Sometimes you just need the crock pot. Now you can do pulled chicken or pulled chicken, pulled beef or pulled pork. You know. Don't worry, again. I have my water with me too. hmm Ladies, sure, and ladies, don't be so desperate. You guys are chasing the dusties. Because if okay, so yeah. Now I consider myself as a good guy, nice guy. I'm like a gentleman. I'm a gentleman, right? Right, I'm a gentleman. But like certain things gotta get out of control with. A good guy won't let you use him as a doormat. A good guy will set boundaries and let you know what is up. Ladies and men, if you see the red, I'm non-typical. I'm thinking about what I'm trying to say here, and it's what's going on right now. Ladies and the bros, listen. If you seeing a man or a woman on a date and they're showing you they are a red flag, run. Run far, run fast, and do not look back. Because some of you all, well, I can fix them. No, you cannot fix them. It is not your responsibility to fix them. They're gonna be what they want to be. Okay, okay. You know. Now, certain spicy people, so the OF model, Bonnie Blue, and other ones got themselves in trouble in Indonesia for trying to be spicy, but there you can't get spicy. You cannot get spicy in Indonesia. It's against the law to get spicy. And that she thought she could do this. She was facing up to 15 years. I feel like maybe her country stepped in for her that she was originally facing 15 years. You know what, guys? I'm kind of liking this. That certain influencers are finally understanding that they are also need to follow the law. Certain influencers don't think they can. Certain influencers are like, I want to follow the law. I am the law. No, you're not. And certain influencers like, I am the law. No, you're not. The law still applies to you, even if you are semi-famous or whatever. Now, certain influencers, yes, certain influencers will buy their followers, and then they will lie about it too. They'll lie about it. They will lie about it. That they did not buy their followers, and I know you guys did. I do see Liv Morgan becoming champion at WrestleMania. Triple H. Give me a second. Triple H. Did you forget that you made them champion? Sorry about that, guy. Did he? Triple H. I feel like sometimes Triple H forgets that he made them champion. Hi guys, I'm back. I'm back. Had to do something real quick. I didn't want to do that on live. Okay, guys. So UFC, you need to start doing this. Like I'm a fan of UFC and boxing. I'm a fan of both. I'm a fan of both. I'll tune in to see both. So I'm not knocking it. One thing I am knocking, listen, is that they are not stripping certain UFC fighters. Like if they're champion, they need to be stripped. They have no business being champion if you're not going to defend the championship, right? Okay, this certain champion, like the longest reigning champion of modern era, you didn't even defend your championship. Like you didn't even defend the championship. How did you become the longest reigning champion without any title defenses? Thank you for the UFC. Thank you for boxing, actually, for stripping certain champions of the championship. I mean, it should be stripped because it's not okay. Okay. I feel like that I'm not talking about the newer champions. No, I'm talking about the ones who've been champion for a long time and they get to do anything. Yankees. But when you think of bagels, you think of New York, hands down, undisputed. Let's go home. So when you guys were drinking your coffee and you're eating your bagel, right? You're drinking your coffee, eating your bagel. In your mind, you're like, you know what? Let's trade somebody. So you trade for a nobody. Basically, they basically traded for nobody. And what are we supposed to do with a nobody? Really, when you trade, you're trying to get the best player. You're trying to get the best player when you do the trade, not the player you don't know. But then some people are saying them trading for a nobody might be somebody. Eh. Okay, again, I want to ask this question again, and hopefully, I want to ask this question again. I find it very fascinating. Should a woman pop the question, or should a man pop the question? Who should pop the question? And you're wondering, what question do you want popped? And do you want to marry me? Right? Okay, you like they pop the question like this, and like, do you want to marry me? And then they go, yes or no. Hopefully you get yes, not a no. The one girl, I can't believe the one girl did that to him. She humiliated the poor guy. It wasn't about her. No, 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 no. If you want a long-term relationship, that's fine. Everybody, if some people don't want marriage, they just want a long-term relationship. There's nothing wrong with a long-term relationship. But she never told him she wanted a long-term relationship, and they were dating for a good long time. So no wonder he decided to pop the question. And had friends and family friends and family with him, and the friends and family in the background. They couldn't wait. They couldn't wait. Like, oh my goodness, soon, can't wait. And then, right? She says, "No, I don't want to get married." I was like, "Oh, like that was rough." Like, oh, Like you humiliate him in front of friends and family. And I'm like, why didn't you tell him at the beginning of the relationship? Like, hey, I don't want a long term relationship. I want a long term relationship. I don't want no marriage. And some people just don't want to get married, and some people do. Just depends. Now I knew that Tank Davis was gonna get a slap on the wrist. I knew he was gonna get a slap on the wrist for his crimes. Mm-hmm. But he's no longer champion anymore in boxing. They stripped him. Now they're stripping certain champions. Certain champions, they are stripping. Certain champions. Speedy. You should have, Speedy. You should have tagged your pastry chef. Man, your pastry chef that made your cake for you. Whoa, that cake was incredible looking. Mm-hmm. No, incredible looking. Like that cake was incredible. I'm like, wow, that's the cake you want for your birthday. hmm Now I'm gonna try to make this music album correctly, hopefully, and then I'm able to hopefully post it on YouTube. I'm not sure I'm gonna post all 12 songs on YouTube. I'm not sure. Listen, now I'm gonna do like a 10. I'm gonna do right a 10 song album. I don't like the long ass album. Like, putting my ass to sleep. Now, I was maybe a little biased. Maybe I was biased against Jeezy. Young Jeezy, maybe I was a little biased against him that day. Maybe I was biased against him. Because I wasn't, like, all the rest of the song was good as that one song. I just wasn't in the mood for lovey-dovey songs. You know, I know I wasn't in the mood for lovey-dovey songs. And, and maybe I have to go back and listen to that song that I skipped. And maybe I will like it more. We're getting genres mixed up come the music award. Now, you know me, I'm putting all types of genres in one song and see if it's a smash hit. Right? But come to music shows, I feel like we're mixing up genres in music and we're getting the wrong person the genre stuff. I don't like Kendrick Lamar. I don't like J. Cole. I don't really bump their music, and maybe someone else might. But how can you butcher? Sorry, how can you butcher Kendrick Lamar? How can you butcher that? Did you see the one boxer back in the day, he had literally he had his hair only through here, right here. It's his hair. All the rest of it was bald. I'm like, you could really let him walk out there on national television with his hair like this? All of it was bald. That was crazy. You know, that is crazy. Now, here's the catch, guys. Here's the catch. I feel like Little Wayne's album was rushed. Little Wayne album was rushed. It was rushed. I was now part of like a lot of the album was trash. That is accurate information. I know everybody thought was waiting when I was. So when I heard about Little Wayne album dropping, I went to YouTube Music, clicked on it, boop, right? I clicked on it, boop, right? And then I able to listen to it. I'm like, eh. You know, I feel like his album was rushed and they had a due date. They had a date for the album and they're like, chop, 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 Little Wayne, we need the album going. And a lot of those artists has the same problem with their music. The record company owns you. Soon you sign that contract, you're owned. You're basically owned. You're owned. And I know a lot of artists are having an argument back and forth with the record label, saying I want out, and then, because they own everything, they own everything. right? So that's why we have independent artists like Mac Miller. He was the one that finally got it mainstream. Hate him or love him, Tom McDonald, man, he managed to make a fortune off of his music being independent. He made it seem makes it so independent artists can live off of that. And they don't have to worry about it. There's only one person truly watching me right now. That is not a good sign. Not a good sign. You know, I'm probably gonna be watching a Netflix show tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Because finally, Netflix is finally putting on music shows on Netflix, and it's really cool. Mm-hmm. Oh, excuse me, guys. My bad. My bad. I didn't be in the burp. Conservative, and liberals. Stop being a chicken. Stop being a coward. Stop tucking your tail, taking the ball, and going home. If you truly mean the things you say it with your chest. Don't tuck your tail and go home and take a ball with you. No, 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 no. I want you guys to really. Some of you guys are like, they basically deleted their accounts after what they said on social media and YouTube. Don't delete what you say. Say it. Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest. Don't be like, oh, after you got backfire for it. Come on now. Some of you all basically sit on your ass and talk. And I think it's a great idea. I would love to get paid to sit on my ass and talk. I think that's a great idea. Like, I think it's a wonderful idea. But here, guys, some of you guys like Matt Walsh or whatever his name is, he's talking about how people should not be taking days off of work and they should be there all the time. It's like Matt. You literally sit down and talk about your politics all day, and you're in a room by yourself, mostly in the room by yourself with people, and you don't have to worry about getting sick because you're the only one in the room most of the time. So the people who truly are sick and they really do need to lay down and rest, those are the people who do need to take time off because they're working. I'm not saying he isn't working, but let's be real for a second. You got a softer job than somebody out there for 12 hours and busting their asses. And we all know Brett Cooper. Brett Cooper. We know Brett Cooper has an X factor. Has an X factor. She does. She has an X factor, and that's why when she dropped the Brett Cooper show, it was what number two or three most number two and number three trending. That was cool. Oh no, guys, I want to end this live now. I hope you guys be safe, have fun. Don't get too crazy. Don't be no crazy at all. You need to be mindful and be careful. All right, guys, be careful on the road. Be careful with your walking. It can still be slippery from the snow. I want you guys to be careful. Bye.